Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Serpent Challenge. Welcome back to Completely Honest Gaming, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I hope, beyond hope, that you've had an absolutely amazing day, and that you're excited for the next leg of the journey, so to speak, on the Serpent Challenge. I unfortunately forgot time a little bit as I was trying to pay back my loans and have a little bit of a slush fund for us to continue forward with. Which means we now are left with quite the nice balance in our coffers. 32 mil at present time. I was kind of hoping we would pass another train and that would be the end of this ride along, but turns out the other train is a fair bits away. Anyways, what do you do when you got full coffers? You start a spending spree. I already talked about the plans for this one in the last episode, which is to connect up the main line, which we also carefully started on here, and hook that up. Continue that along past the canning factory over here. And I think we'll probably leave the main line around here because I want to, again, same concept as here. I want the main line to be sort of led along its route by its own accord rather than all the branches dictating where it goes. So that being said, let's crack on. Here we are. Ooh, all right, there we go. Seeing how we now have a fair chunk of change in our coffers, I hope we'll definitely be able to get the tracks where we want them to be today. Have we gotten catenary now? And that's all of a sudden on? I don't want catenary. No, thank you. We're good without. Let's go ahead and fix that right away. If I want catenary, I'll tell you about it. Catenary? I don't know. Anyways, get rid of that and let's trooper forward, shall we? There we go. I'm excited to know though how many people have actually tried the challenge at this point. How to go at it. Not saying you'll have need to finish it because obviously that would probably take a fair bit longer. But if you've given it a go, let me know. I'm excited to hear from you and your journey, so to speak, through the SERPENT. Did you come out? Which end did you come out on? Yeah. Let's keep trooping forward and get the last leg of the journey in. This is obviously just way down fast because it tends to give straighter lines, I feel. There we go, and change this bridge, obviously. Ooh, the truss bridge has arrived. Is it called a truss? Not entirely sure. There we go. Can we raise it? We can. All right. Let's future-proof it enough so that we potentially could add a shipping lane underneath. Could be interesting to have a look at that eventually. But I do think that the ships would probably end up flipping the pillars there. So yeah, maybe not. Now we'll probably want to hug the coastline quite a bit because we maybe can we get a station in here of this variety, which would hook up to both of these. It would. Beautiful. If I made that 2-track, why would I have a 2-track? There's only one train stopping here, but are there any food? Well, fodder would be required down here as well, so I think we'll have a 2-track then, and we'll have a railroad station rather than a terminus station. Beautiful. Good to have that covered, or that out of the way. And I think we'll go with 320. And I also think we pair this out like that. There we are, and put in upgrading the road to a dirt track because feels more. Or do we put it here and branch it off to there? Oh, maybe that's a good suggestion. Let's have a look real quick. If I were to do that, could I fit a station in here that would service both of these? None? Yes, yes. Yeah, we could. If we put this, I'd love it if it would be able to do it at a bit of an angle. Again, catenary? No. Could we get out on that end if we put it here? I think maybe we could. Get rid of that and get the tracks in. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we're in business. There we are. And then we'll go ahead and hook up the roads here real quick. Before you do that, you need to make sure you have the building or the station set up appropriately. So we'll put one of these at the end there and one of these at the end here. Somewhere. There we go. Then we'll use those to connect up those, and then we'll also need something on this side in order to facilitate. Let's put this in the middle like that, and one of these there and one of these there. Beautiful. Now we should be able to make this station talk to every farm in the land rather than just the one or the two. Maybe we should consider using the curved roads. I think that would look a little bit better. There we go. And continue this along. Didn't turn out half bad. I'm pleased with it anyways. There we go. That's all the 3 farms hooked up, and then we'll just continue onwards with the track lane. I do believe we have some universal state cars coming along at some point, some age. At which point, obviously demolishing one of the lines, which goes to the fishery, and then just shipping it back to the grain and fodder farms would be absolutely advantageous and not to mention desirable. Now here we got a bit of an interesting scenario. Well, this won't be going anywhere. All right, you know what? Screw it. We're passing it by, like so. I was thinking about maybe putting a station down and then adding 2 passing tracks to that station, but since we're yeah, I think it doesn't make any sense to have it there, but I do think that having the tracks there quite close to the industry would at least create a bit of a scenic view, or you know, some action on the route, because the map is kind of barren, and that was actually by intention, because I wanted the map to be playable for all sorts of PCs. If you can run Transport Fever 2, I figured you might as well run the Serpent Challenge if you so desire, rather than loading up full with trees and rocks and all the buttes. But my goal eventually, if we got the cash for it, is to beautify things a little bit, make some stations pop a little bit more, and yeah, if we're that lucky, that'd be nice. Now we'd like to miss the city and that industry ever so slightly. If I went like here, I think that should be good, and that there, beautiful. And since we already got this tracks up to here, we could add Ashton Underline to the passenger network as well as Tavistock, Melton, South Shields, and maybe also Bately and Elland. I think what we'll do is we'll set up several smaller routes. Namely, one from Elland to Bately, and then South Shields. One from South Shields to Melton and Tavistock, and then one from Tavistock to Ashton Underline and Beverly. Maybe could we run a passenger train from here and all the way, which is profitable? That might also be something to look into, I think. Now, that crosses all the way over. I don't really want it to. Could we we have a bit of a, there you go. Yup, and, yes. There we go, beautiful, beautiful. And then find the spot on the tracks, there we go. And then just double track that up, like so. By putting the other section in as well, I think we are. So, go ahead and pull this out. Do we maybe want to pull it alongside for a little bit? Because the run up here isn't that long. By the time we've gotten far enough to reach the livestock farms, I'd imagine we'll have some fairly beefy trains. Well, let's hook it up though. Let's not leave it halfway. So let's pull it to hereabouts, I'd say. Yep, and pull it in. It's a very slow junction. Sure you can't do better than that? Just a little bit better. I'm not asking for much. Apparently not. Alright, we'll take that for now. Maybe we'll come back and revisit that at some point. Do we leave the fishery for now? I don't think we got that kind of cash coming in that we could. I'll just leave it be. Alright, that's that side hooked up. Onwards to this end. Well, we got two options. We could redo this part, make it come up here, connect up, go through the tunnel along with the main line. But also, so quick, think about this. Right, we're coming from here to there, which makes sense. But do we want? How do we want to connect up to South Shields? Because South Shields will have to get back onto Batley. The fishery will be a terminus one. Let's put the station in. And I already sense that we'll need to. Oops. Alright. There's a little bit more angry on the trigger there apparently than I was planning on being. Like that. Put a that's the wrong type of structure there. There we go. Look around. Do we need to? Yeah, we might as well add two from the get-go. Because if we're adding in delivering fish with two different lines, we might want the capacity for a train to sit here waiting for loads, and then the other one obviously delivering. As for the passenger station, I think maybe just, demolish something in the middle of town here. Oops. Now, do we need that to be 320 meters? I don't think so. Maybe though. Let's start with let's start small. Right? With 240. Super small. It's almost all of town though, which is beautiful. There you go. I'll take it. And as for the tracks, we'll try and cross the road, which I'd probably want to try this out with the other track. We might want to go straight so that we can cross from one side to the other. Beautiful, thank you for the information. We're back up to 31 mil. All right, this is how the good life goes, I suppose. There we go, and there we go. That's changing tracks. Too much slope. Well, no matter. No wonder you're creating this weird curve in the middle of the road for no apparent reason. Right, we'll want the tracks to come in around here. Do that, just because we might need to rethink our approach. Why is the game doing that? Makes no sense. Like this, what's even going on here? I don't know. Alright, we'll pull out the road. I've gotten your message, game. Loud and clear. That's the wrong tool. There you go. Smooth this out a little bit. And we'll try that again. Pull that alongside and hook that up to this one. See, not a problem. Somehow we end up with that weird... This here? Don't get it. But maybe I'm not supposed to get it. There we go. I think it was a medium road. We'll put in what was already there, I think. Obviously not as modern because we don't have that option, but yeah, it's fair enough. Fair enough, I think. Can we also add a little bit of this? There you go. Yeah, looking much better already. Doesn't take much, but oh well. There you go. Continue onwards this way, and we'll want to hook. Or do we just go across and hook up to the main? Well, that's right next to this junction, though, which isn't ideal. Do we have any trains up here? We do. Set it this way. All right, let's pause time. Because I'm thinking about doing something rather radical. What if we demolish the track from here, so all of this is gone, and then pull this track? We might want to. We continued onwards there, and hooked up over here. Maybe. Could we? Oh, that would be less straight though. If I were to go like this, could we? Oh, egregious. That's not too bad. Well, pretty much the same as we got. Right? And do that downwards as well. I'm trying to aim for a bridge here. Feeling natural. That's the goal. Right? And if we could make that happen, we'd save a little bit of time, I think. And we would have more time to like merge these two up together and then onto the main line. But we also need the passenger station to hook up this way. There's gonna be some interesting track laying going on, I'd imagine. Well, this train is kind of in the way, but well, that's headed this way, and there's no other trains on this, so we'll just let that go, right? You're going the right way. All right, let's try. If we were to pull out the bridge, then hook this up to here. Yeah, might as well go with that. See no reason why not. All right. See, that's not gonna float. That boat isn't floating. Let's try this again though, because I want it to work. Let's do that. Oh, you were straight. Oh, we'll want you to be aggressively going down, like so. Beautiful. And then, aha. And if I now did this, got you to there. And then to about there. What happens if I do? That's a lot up. All right, we'll pull it. We'll not be as eager, I think, with the. That's acceptable, isn't it? There you go, and get rid of the bridge section because that was a visible bridge, and then we'll aim that way. Oh yeah, this hits the spot right here. 120 all the way. Excellent. And go this way. How far up will we bring it? Didn't leave a lot of space. Same as with the other one as well. What I think we'll do is or will we? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll pull out this, then we'll select that, flatten to this height here. Not entirely. Can I flatten to that level? That's better. All right, like so. Then we'll pull this track in. Gives a little bit of a wiggle room there. Beautiful. Which means we can now, where's the other end? There it is. Bring this here, keep it coming, like so, and up to about here and hook it onto this. Just like that. That was easier than I expected. Or at least it went better than I was afraid it would. So we'll do that. We'll put a couple here as well, and we obviously need some at the junction. Beautiful. And if I were to select you now, and no, the train, please. There we go, line 1. That's updated. And it can go on both sides. Excellent. Alright. We'll let the train get out of the way, and then we'll continue on biddly. Oops. There we go. Alright, step 2 then. And the interesting aspect of this track right here is gonna keep going this way. So that's not a worry. But these need to come out, then they need to do something along this kind of nature, like so. And then we need the 2 tracks to go in 2 different directions. Is that gonna help? Right, let's have a look at this. If you're coming into that track, do we want it to? We probably do. Alright. This track will swing around and do something like that. Which won't leave space for this to come along underneath. We'll try to jerry-rig it. Let's just ease the terrain down here a little bit. Right? Saying that, there's not that much to go on. But, Right, something like that. Which should allow these tracks to just have a gentle old time. Coming down this way. Excellent. Now I need you to somehow merge up over there. But you struggle to gain enough height. Because the elevation starts right after the... Alright, we'll try this again. I got plenty of time. Don't you worry. Alright, try to race the train here as well. How much have we raced it? That's a good bit. Smooth a little bit because we don't want the ragged edges. Alright, well, that's max up. Fair enough. I'll take max up. Oops. Wrong button. There you go. And now, what do you know? I think this will work, you know? I do think it will work indeed. Now we could do that bridge. Could we... Where to go? That's a bit aggressive, thank you very much. Alright, well, how... It's almost 100. Might want to go a fair bit of a curve to begin with. But that will also leave it quite the aggressive... Alright, so that was a bad idea. Oops. I'd prefer it to curve not so much. That it... I would prefer most of the curve to be at the back end, if I'm being honest. Most of the aggressive one. Aggressive turn anyways. Yeah, that's fine. And then 73. That's not much, but I suppose it will have to do. There we are, and like that, I think. And then we'll put the signals here and there. And then the other track will... Or should we pull it a little bit to the side here? And go like hereabouts? too tall though. Alright, but you can fix that. That's fixable. You continue this onwards, because now we're curving that. Right, like so. Then you create, what would that be? About here? Going up this way? How's that looking? It's not bad. It's not terrible. Alright, let's put that on the side about there. Will that work? I think maybe it will. And then we go I now could grab that. It won't do it. But it's complaining about the bridge, the tunnel you already got in. But that you can pull out. You're done with that. There we go. Alright, that's more what I wanted. And you're double tracking it anyway, so you can leave that track in. And start at this end. There you go. Pull it alongside and hook it up. That's a bad hookup. Oops. And you're on the wrong track. Alright. Let's do... I'd really like it if it was fast though. Can we not make that happen? Please, pretty please. Alright, try that again. That's more like it. Alright. And there we go. Beautiful. It's quite the mayhem as far as terrain goes over here, but it is what it is, I suppose. There we are. Right? Oh, and get rid of the I don't want to see this. Thank you very much. Now, we should probably aim to hook this up after this thing. Which means a quite sturdy bridge. Yeah, it means a quite sturdy bridge, but it should be doable. If we're to... look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's fairly long. That was longer than I expected it to be. But that would work though. That would do everything you just wanted it to do. Except you grabbed the wrong side of the track. Oh no. Will we get the same majestic nature from the other one? Though? Not as of yet. Let's try this from the other side as well then, since the first side was a bit difficult. Oops. That one. And find a connection. And you did it. You beautiful, beautiful piece of track. Alright. We're taking it, obviously. I was expecting this whole island here to fight me a little bit more than it has. And although I'm very pleased that it didn't, I'm also kind of feeling a little let down by the fact that it didn't. But I suppose you can't win at every turn, right? Or something like that. I don't think we'll get a good exit from the main line. Alright, that might be as good as we get it. So we'll take that. 103. 104 on the outside. That should be fair enough. Oh, right. There. Yep. Beautiful. And hook that up as well. Like so. And voila. There we are. That's everything hooked up. Or at least, you know, leg one of the journey is hooked up. Now let's do the fun part, which is obviously grabbing a train, which will be followed by a couple of buddies. I'm rather fond of the Atlantic, so I think maybe we'll go with that, even though It makes absolutely no sense to do so. Because the 10-wheeler apparently does the exact same thing. We tried that with the other that does fish, alright? But not grain. And I need grain and fodder to be on there. This does fodder, but not grain, which is fair enough. That does not do fodder. Where are the universal cars when you need them the most? Apparently not here. You do both, alright, so gondolas it is. Oops, forgot the train. There you go, cargo. And, alright, we're mixing up the wagons now, I see. Alright. Suppose that's fine. Speed? Not enough power. Alright, what if I were to switch it out with the 10-wheeler, which does not make any sense? That has enough power. How do you figure? How does that work? This is 550 and 160? Oh, tractive effort, right. Well, we'd rather go with the 10-wheeler then, wouldn't we? Although I really want the Atlantic. Do grain with this one, and then you put the Atlantic to work with the fish. Good idea. Good strategy. Are we getting 2? 3? We can only afford 2. But you also got a lot of loans to take out. Yeah, we'll start with 2, and then because I would really want a passenger line as well to get going. Why did you do it that way? Oh yeah, it was the right way. Never mind. Full load, any. That's good. A lot. Oh shoot, there's no signals on the line. All right. Suppose that takes priority over putting in a passenger line. We're gonna make money from this. I would imagine that this is a necessity. Pretty much. Yeah, signals on the bridge. No worries about that. What I think no, I don't want to do that. But we could pull this junction back a little bit, and we could use the same junction from the main line in order to get the train from South Shields up there off the main line, rather than now have 2 junctions one after the other. Could do that. This is not going to be super busy. This might be though. I think what we'll do is we'll give it its own little junction, I think, and then we'll try and do like a cheeky bridge maybe over the grain line, heading onwards to Travis Stock over there. Yeah, we'll try that. But where would we even put the station here though? Ideally would be there or there. Well, here would lend itself well to just chatting a little bit with the cargo line though. It would. It absolutely would. Alright, we'll chat with the cargo line then. Buildings, passenger, yes. 240, 2 tracks. Seems reasonable. Don't think we'll need 2 tracks. But you might. That's basically all of the town, as it stands for now, at least. Alright, tracks. Pull this one. Oh, but it's so slow. Sure, but you also need to pull this out of there, because, oops, that was a house. Hope no one lived there. You will need to do this and put a junction in there, a diamond one. Right? Because only part of it is going this way. But you need both lines to hook up that way. I do. I'm aware of this. Calm down. Calm down. I could do that, and then just expand this junction in size. I think we will. And then pull this out there as well. Did you not want to? There you go. And then the rest of the trains, nowhere near. Alright. Get rid of those signals. And then we will try and figure out how do we do this so that it looks somewhat nice. Would be nice. Right, if we can make that talk to each other, and we can. Oh, that is cheeky. Cheeky. Beautiful. And the signals would then be there, and we need some signals here. Like that. And probably also some signals leading up to the station. Excellent. And what I think I want to do would be on that side. It would. Are you going for easy or are you going for good enough? Well, since you asked that way. Grab this. Get rid of that. Well, that was a lot of things. Yeah, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right, pause everything. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Get rid of that. Put the tracks in. And we'll use these as passing tracks. Right? That's smart, wasn't it? And then obviously you can't do that because you don't have any. Put some of these in. Cargo sheds. Feels like that might be in the right spot. And some cargo buildings. Oh, it's too big now. Oh. Well, we could do that. We could. But we have to do the same here. Pretty much. Right, that, yeah. And to make this look a little bit more complete as well, we'll put some ramps there. Just, you know, in case you need it. Ah, and here we got the quite limited space there. That should be fine, right? Can we squeeze? We could squeeze one between on the inside. Right? This is not a word for now, though. This you can figure this out later. I can. So I'll just hook you up there and double try that. Hook you up. Beautiful. And that's the continuation the other way. Settled. Done with. Excellent. Oops. Need a junction here. I do. There you go. There you go. Junction is fixed. Fixed. And put some signals in there, and probably some signals in the middle here as well, in case we got some queuers coming up. And where are my trains? Because I forgot to deposit. Apparently I did. Still feel like this would have looked a lot better with the Atlantic, but it is what it is. 10-wheeler it is. Not a bad looking train either, but it's not the Atlantic. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Is this what's called the Colonel Camp? I think it is. I think it is. I've watched a fair few of them, so I should know. Right? Obviously not as majestic, but it was a good copycat, right? But I was talking about adding another train to this line, wasn't I? That'll be line number 3. Do you want to do that, or do you want to add a passenger train? We'll add another train to that, and then we'll also go ahead and because I think we can stomach the cost of a passenger train as well. I think. But you might want to do 2. I might. And I think we will. Alright. Don't really want it because I don't think we got We got nothing to pull at 180, right? And also nothing else on the main line is going at 180, so yeah. 19, 20, 14. All right, it's between these two, and I think this one will be the one. How much? 100 people? Yeah. We need something that goes at 100, which is the cheapest at 100. And I think that leaves us with the 10-wheeler. Yeah. 10-wheeler it is. Oops. Forgot to add the 10-wheeler. And that there. Oh, I'm not in the... Oh, I'm in the... No, I was in the right one. There you go. Alright, new line from... you should be able to get sound shields. Shouldn't you? Yeah. And then to Melton. And then we'll also add Bately. And I think Bately and Tavistock. Probably next time. As well as, we've got to figure out some way to transport things to the canning factory as well. Because we're already delivering, we already got 90% of the infrastructure down, so, yeah, why not, right? Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to smack a big like at it, and, yeah, I'll talk to you in a second, I suppose. Alright, so our network is slowly expanding, and, we hooked up a fair few industries, actually, by now. And the same goes with the passenger line as well. I don't know yet if they will be profitable. Should have checked that before we ended the episode, but, yeah, here we are. We'll figure out in the next one, I suppose. Have you guys tried it yet? I mean, I'm so excited to hear whether or not you've tried it and whether or not challenges is something we could do with in Transfer Fever 2, because this mind up here is cracking along with several more suggestions as to challenges that we could go for, and I'd love to have you along with me on that trip, on that journey, with several different challenges. This one is a fairly long stretch one, but we could easily do some that's say an hour, 2 hours long. Would be awesome to see if more people would be on board with that. Leave your thoughts on that down in the comment section, and if you like this one, be sure to smash the like button. And if you haven't done so already, and you're new here, and you want to stay up to date with this challenge and so many more, be sure to subscribe and ding the bell and all the other good stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I've been Average. You've been absolutely fantastic. And I'll see you guys next time. Till then, cheerio.